Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel The Python Gurukul. Today we'll be talking about iterators in Python. We'll be going through iterator definition, we'll be talking about the next and how to create the new iterator itself. We'll be talking about iter and next methods, and at the end we'll be going through the usage of stop iteration. So overall we are trying to build the ground for generators. And to understand the generator, we need to know their iterators. So first thing first, and few things to note around iterator is it's an object. It can be iterated upon, can be traversed through all the values. So whenever we are implementing iterator protocol, we need to make sure to use the method iter and the next. Those are the key things. So we have another function, the iter. If we have any other collection, by the help of the iter function, we can convert any collection of data to a iterator. And this is what we are seeing in this example. We have one collection of data. In this example, it's a tuple. In the next line, the one we are highlighting in green, we are using the iter function and converting the collection data to iterator. So now, by just saying next, we are going to bring apple. Again, saying next, pointer will be to the next one, and so on. So just now we saw that we are using the next, and just to put that what it is just going to bring the next item from the sequence. Here, another example we have added. Again, it's another collection. This is the list, and what we did, we just converted the list from list to iterator, and now we can just cycle through next. Another thing I want to highlight, which we have already seen in the past, with the help of for loop, we can iterate over all the items. Same thing will happen what we are doing here step by step, but these two things are very different, and that's where we want to learn the next what it does. Again, in our next example, we looked at tuple, we looked at list. Now we are looking at one of the string. We are converting the string to iterator, and then we can just do the same thing. Next, 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 and you can traverse through all the item of the list or string or whatever collection we have. So let's see, explore more around the iter and the next. As we said, if we want to create an iterator, we need to implement these two methods. What they are? So it is a method it's just going to return itself, where as in next is going to return the pointer, it return the item and then move the pointer to the next item. One more thing I want to highlight that if we have not watched my video Python overriding, then it's time to take a look at that video. In that video, we have explained then how we can do the overloading, and I've explained the len function. This is same thing we'll be doing for iter in the next. So if you have any difficulty, I'll highly encourage that refer my last recording video with the title Python overriding, operator and method overloading. Let's take example. We are creating the new class students. This is going to be our work as iterator. We are defining the iter, and what it does, it's just have the count and return the self. Whatever object it is just going to return the object. Whereas the next is going to have the count, increment the count, point to the next one, and then return the self.count. And we are just creating the object and iterating over. The next thing I promised that we'll be talking about stop iteration. So whenever we say next, next is going to bring the next item in the sequence. So where is the end? So if we have the list, tuple, dictionary, they have their limit of the data, and as soon as they hit the end of the list, they will be coming out of the they will getting the message of the stop iteration. But the one we are developing, we have to develop the stop iteration. Like what is the point where we need to stop doing the next count? So to do that, we have just improved our previous class to the new if condition. What we are saying, as soon as we reach to the 10, starting from 1, as soon as we reach to 10, we are good. But after that, if we are trying to call the next, raise the stop iteration. And by just doing that, our class next will be only working till 10, and after that it will stop complaining about the next. So we got lots of things, and now let's bring the command line and do the hands-on. Fruits where we are having apple, banana, and orange. I'm just going to convert this new iterator, and let's keep the short name, and we'll say iter and pass the fruits. What we want to do. So we have the collection with the name fruits. We are converting the collection from fruits to if. Or let me change some more meaningful name, fruits. And let's try doing the next. So now we'll say I fruits and we get to know that it is iterator. So if you want to bring the item from the iterators, we need to say uh, next and give the name. And we got the apple. If we call again, we got the banana. If we say again, we got the orange, and now we'll get the stop iteration. So it doesn't matter. This example we looked at for list. Now we can try the same thing for the tuple, and we'll do the conversion. We'll convert the ifruits, and now we are gonna to call the next. Let's bring the next again apple and next banana, next orange, and header. So now we see that we can do the next and we can iterate over. Another thing I want to show here. So let's do the type and look at the fruits. It's a tuple. So if I do the dir, then we can see what all we can do with the fruits. And I was mostly trying to highlight that we will have iter. This is what I was saying. We iter in the list. But let's do uh, dir over the ifruits. Now we can see that we have next as well, and we have iter. So that's where we are able to use the next. And this is what I was talking that we must need to implement that iter and the next if we are developing our own iterator. So let's go back to this particular example. And this is kind of creating our own iterator. We created the iterator students. And inside the iter, we are just saying that whatever the object is, please return the object. And in the next, we are saying that return the scene and move the pointer to the next. But if we reach to the limit set, like if we want to run our iterator till 10, once we reach 10, raise the stop iteration. So let's go ahead. And here, to just raise the iterator, I've given bunch of the next command so that it reach the 11 and then we see the error. So let me go to the script mode and here we'll say Python iterator stop and then call the program. So what we see that it went through all well and good. They've been keep printing the next, but as soon as it reaches the 10, now we have already developed if the condition doesn't meet, raise the else, and that's what we got. We got the stop iteration. So that's all I had for the iterator. If you like my video, please share and subscribe, and thank you for watching.